What's up everyone, welcome back to the puzzle speedrun. Today we are going to continue our run going from 1500 to 2500. We are already at 1809 as you can see on the bottom right of your screen. So we got about 100 points each in the last few episodes. So let's see if we can cross the 1900 border in this episode. So let's look at the first puzzle immediately. Let's waste no time. So we have the pawn tension here, as well as we have, well, quite a weak white king. So let's say we give this check here on d3, which is the first move that jumps to my mind. Well, if white blocks, of course, with the rook, we can simply take. If white walks away with the king, well, we will able to capture the rook. And if white blocks with the bishop, well, in that position, we have another check, which is knight to d2, basically forking the knight and the king. And of course, the bishop will be pinned, so the bishop cannot take us. So we will win material, so let's go for it. And yeah, they block with the bishop, so we have now this amazing knight to d2, I think. But let me quickly look after king to e2, what's gonna happen? Well, after king to e2, yeah, of course, we can simply capture their rook with our own king at the same time protecting. Yeah, so let's go for it. And yeah, we got 30 points for the first puzzle. So going in big steps toward 1900. So let's see what is going on in this position here. The material seems to be equal. Yeah, we have 3 minor pieces, a queen, a rook, and 6 pawns each. And yeah, we have tension going on here between the knights. We have pressure going on this diagonal, as well as a battery on this diagonal. And yeah, actually also this rook is extraing our own queen, so even a move like knight takes d4 might be in this position. But yeah, most importantly, I think we have this super strong battery going towards the h7 square. And of course, at the moment, this square is still protected. But we, of course, can eliminate this knight. So let's see what happens if we take the knight. Let's say they recapture with the bishop. Then we could give this check on h7. If the king then moves to h8, we will jump in with the knight, delivering a checkmate. But if the king moves over to f8, well, then we can jump into d7, and it will be actually a royal fork. The queen will be lost for black. So yeah, that looks like the solution to this puzzle. Let's take, and okay, they take back with the pawn, which allows them then to escape to the g7 square. So let's think what we should do about that. We can, of course, still give this check here, but we could also move our knight away, but I don't really see the reason for that. So let's say we give this check. Well, we already pointed out they cannot go to any of these squares because it will be either, yeah, devastating attack or a loss of a queen. So they will move to g7. So we play bishop to h7, they play king to g7. And what do we have in this position? Alright, we could play something like, because we really would like to bring our queen in, but of course our knight will still be hanging. We can move it away with tempo, but well, it's gonna get attacked, so it doesn't really make sense. Doesn't seem to be a useful move. We can also after this, after this, we could even grab the pawn on f7 possibly. So let's say we give this check, they go king g7, and then we grab the pawn, threatening to come here in here with the queen. Does that work out? Let me see again. We give this check. They come here. We grab the pawn. Well, they gonna grab us probably, and then we give another check. The king only can then go to f8, and after that we will be able to deliver checkmate with the queen on g8. Yeah, I think I finally figured out the solution, so let's go for this check, and now let's sacrifice our knight. Yeah, it's the correct solution. Puzzle number 2 is solved, so let's jump on to the next one. Okay, let's again firstly make some observations about the positions. We have seemingly material equality, yeah, complete equality actually, and Black's king is stuck very much in the corner. This knight here is kind of loose, but it's protected by the rook at this moment. So let's make some more observations about the position. We have immense pressure going down the b file, and we could actually deliver a checkmate with the queen on b8 if not our annoying bishop would be in the way. So let's see if there is something we can do, and also let's realize that well, maybe we don't even need our queen. Let's say we play it just now. Sometimes it makes sense to just say, well, what happens if I do it anyway? So let's play, or let's think about playing queen to b8. Well, it forces obviously king captures on b8, and then we can give this nasty double check with bishop to e5. And well, when there's a double check situation, the king always needs to move, and in this situation the king, well, after we go here, he grabs us, we check, double check actually, so he will have to go back into the corner, and then we can drive our own rook up towards the b8 square. So it will not be our queen who delivers checkmate, but it will be our rook on the b8 square. So let's give this beautiful double check, and now let's give this beautiful checkmate after sacrificing our own queen. Very beautiful tactic. I really like this one. I wish I get something in a game like this or something like that. So we are at 1896 right now, and yeah, we will do one more puzzle, then we will have done 4 puzzles in this episode. And yeah, let's look at the situation firstly. Again, make some observations. So this time there seems to be some material imbalance. We are an exchange down. In fact, we have a rook and 2 minors, and our opponent has a minor and 2 rooks. And of course, we each have a queen. And our queen, in fact, is getting attacked right now. So we don't necessarily have to move it out of the way, but we should keep in mind, of course, that it is in danger. And of course, the move that comes to mind in this position is rook to e3, also attacking their queen, attacking their king, basically forking. And that looks very promising. So let's say we play rook to e3. If they capture us with the queen, of course, we capture with our own queen, moving out of danger and being up a ton of material. So that would be winning. But what other responses does white have? Let's try to disprove our own idea and not to prove it. So we play rook to e3 check. The king has 2 squares it can move to, either to this square, which would step directly into the line of the bishop, the side of the bishop, and we would have a discovery attack by taking the queen, for example. So that would be completely winning as well. So after we play rook to e3, the only, well, possible response by white is king to c2, and in this position we can play queen to h2, giving a check. And well, if white decides to run away with the king, we of course can capture the queen, and we will be completely winning. If white decides to, well, block the check, we can actually sacrifice our queen, and after they capture us, we will win their queen. So that seems like the correct solution. Let's try it. We play it. That was correct. And yeah, now I think it's important to, of course, we could take the queen, but they take ours and we have won exactly nothing. So let's throw in this check on h2. And yeah, now it's time, I think, for sacrificing our own queen. Of course, we will take, they will recapture, and then we will have winning. We will win their queen actually with a discovery attack on top, which might actually be important because there is, well, will be no nasty back rank stuff going on here. So let's capture their queen, and now let's capture, let's capture the rook, and now let's capture their queen. So we got another 29 points. We are now at 1925, so we are again making big steps toward the 2000 mark, and I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope you take something away from them, and please give me some feedback in the comments. I really enjoy making these videos. Tell me what I can improve, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching.